studio production. It's IdoNotes episode number 104, the Social Business Jam from IBM. A quick walkthrough of first impressions of the first login. It's the launch of the IBM Social Business Jam, something they're doing for 72 hours. You can see the URL at the above, collaborationjam.com/minijam3/social business would get you there. This is something they've done before, that's why it's Mini Jam 3. They've done a few jams actually, going through it and looked at them all. So we're going to log in and take a look and see what the setup is. You're going to walk through with me and we're going to take and see if it's productive at all. Okay. We're in. Now this is what I imagined when they started this, is there would be some things that were pre-populated. This wouldn't just be go in and start basically with the amount of people they expect to come through as well as the people that have come in. Since the start of the jam, and I'm only in a few minutes after, there's 2 posts with 300 logins that have come in. There's different forums and different information, so let's take a quick look at what they have going on and see if it's going to be something productive. Overall, as you can see, they've got some forums that are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forums that are out there. Governance, social for IT. You guys can read the rest and see what's out there. So there's some information we can jump into there. There's a poll of how your organization already uses social software. We can take a vote on that to see what we come out with. And some most active discussions. No replies yet, but I think these are just the ones that have been actually created down here in the bottom right. How can the retired employees still interact? And can you measure ROI of social media? Which is a big question. I actually presented on that down at the Social Media Business Forum in Carolina a while ago, talking about ROI and how to measure it across the enterprise as well as what it's done. We'll take a look at the vote and we'll vote on it and see if we get results. So we are getting results already from some of them. It doesn't tell you how many votes are there, but you are seeing the percentages, and I'm curious if you can come back and actually see that. So from there, let's take a look. It says see the help section if you don't know where to start, but I like to just kind of wander through and see what we come up with. Hot ideas. This is things the team has selected as most promising. So apparently they didn't pre-populate, which is something I expected they would do, is have a few things that are in there. Themes. At the start, themes will not be present. This is a special text mining tool. So what this does is go into the different discussions and information and uses the theme cloud. So like a tag cloud would be, to get major concepts that are showing up across this. You can find out about the jam itself. And then My Jam is the area where everything about your own posts. You can use your own images, your own information, show you your posts, your polls, who you watch that's a jammer, and things like that. So when you get into this and you go back to the home page, the goal is for you to dive right in and start making information, but you really have to figure out what area you want to be in and how you're going to do it. So what it means for IT, we'll take a look at that. Nothing. We'll take a look at where this one sits, just to be, how can retired employees still contribute? So this one is in building social business of the future. Then from here you can actually get the permalink to the actual discussion thread itself. You can see how many posts the person has. You can get their business card to pop up. You can also then reply, and you can watch this post. Apparently you can also watch this individual person, so you can see all the posts they're doing. So if you see that they're giving you a bunch of information or things you want to get into, you can actually tag them. Then over on the right you can rate the posting themselves, and there is content categories for each one. So the object is for you to dump a bunch of information in here over a short period of time. IBM then mines this information to find out exactly what people are talking about, mainly in the cloud areas, and actually get a feel for what people are looking for in a social business solution. And they take this and then hopefully roll it back to the products that they talked about at Lotusphere 2011. If you're not signed up yet, it is free, so get over there to the Social Business Jam. Get signed up if you can and participate. I'm curious to see how this will go in the next day or so and how much information will actually be out there. I've seen one of these jams before. I believe it was about a year ago when they did this one, and it did okay. It didn't have the impact at first I thought it would, but by the end there was a lot of information out there. Unfortunately, I've forgotten all about it and can't even tell you what that one was about. So how these work together, I'm not really sure, meaning in the long-term stability and integration. It would be great if this was part of the Lotusphere experience as well, meaning our Lotusphere IDs carried over, or they embedded this somehow or connected it to the Lotusphere side. I know this goes way outside of Lotusphere, of course, but the goal would be that they would hook us into it and kind of drive us this direction. So now that we've spent a week learning about social business, we can now get in and actually participate and build the social business of the future. So if you guys are in there, please leave some comments on this of what you think about the jam. And otherwise, maybe I'll give you another written update here in the next day or so.